Here we are at our 2005 Sumerset. This is a 16 by 88 foot wide body aluminum hull houseboat. This is a 4-bedroom, 2 full bath. Very well equipped. This is a 1-owner boat. We're here on Watauga Lake, which is in the Tri-Cities area of East Tennessee. This current slip is transferable if you would like to keep it here. Of course, we can work with you to have the boat transported to your lake of choice. This is a 1-owner boat. It was custom built in 2005. It's been here ever since. It's actually spent most of its life under a covered slip on a private dock, but it is here at a public marina now, again, where someone can transfer the slip lease if they want to keep it here. And here on the front porch, I want to point out we've got a Lumar capstand anchor. That is basically an automatic anchor. You've got 2 foot pedals here that controls up or down. Does all the heavy lifting for you basically. Most of what you're going to see in this video tour is going to be transferring with the boat. This particular couple is not replacing this one, so they'll be leaving a lot of stuff on board with the exclusion of some personal belongings. Ceiling fan overhead. You can see we've got pair of stereo speakers overhead of the front door, and I'm going to step in through our insulated sliding glass door. Turn around and show you our helm station. This is a fully insulated boat. You've got insulated windows, doors, interior, exterior walls, the floor, and the ceiling. It's all insulated. So would make a liveaboard if you were interested in that. We've got a Ritchie compass here and a depth finder. We've got bow and stern hydraulic side power thrusters. That's your controls for that. VHF radio just below there. Fireboy halon fire suppression indicator gauge. Your engine instrumentation, tachometer, rudder angle indicator gauge. There's about 345 hours on a pair of MerCruiser 5.0 liter multi-port fuel injected inboard outboard stern drive engines. Those outdrives were just serviced in 2015. Got an intercom system throughout this boat. And I don't know if you noticed, but we do have a taller ceiling height compared to standard. This is about a 9-foot interior ceiling. I believe this is about a 45-inch JVC flat screen television here mounted in your main salon. You've got surround sound overhead. CD changer stereo, AM/FM receiver, and then you've got a 12-volt JVC AM/FM CD stereo with zoned audio throughout the boat. And then I also want to point out you've got your power panels here. This is your ship-to-shore transfer from generator to shore power. You've got a remote generator start here. This is your 110 panel and your 12-volt panel. You've got a Xantrex 3,000 watt inverter control panel, and then Sumerset holding tank monitoring gauge there. Should also point out you've got a rear backup camera. It's very nice for just hearing the sound on the back deck whenever you're starting your engines. Make sure nobody's in the water and things like that. Additionally, this boat is equipped with front and rear shore power hookups, so you can bow in or bow out in your slip without needing a whole bunch of shore power cable. So we've got a rare tan stainless ice maker here in the main salon. Small kitchen island. Got a Kenmore dishwasher, coffee maker, toaster, double sink, smooth top Kenmore oven and range with a Whirlpool built-in microwave. Side-by-side Kenmore refrigerator with ice and water in the door. And just around the corner, you've got a dumbwaiter. This goes up to the bar on the top level. So this cabinet here is actually just for looks. And that allows that dumbwaiter to go upstairs, so you don't have to carry your items up the staircase. And our first of 4 bedrooms, actually, entrance is just off the main salon behind these doors. Got a vanity sink down here. It's a queen size bed. And you've got a small Vizio television. This boat's currently set up for DirecTV. And it does have a tracking satellite dish. 12-volt ceiling fan in here as well. Typically the satellite receivers will not stay, but your dish is currently set up for DirecTV. So just bring your own satellite boxes. All right, now you can see we're kind of rounded the corner down the starboard side hallway. And before we step up to our second queen stateroom, I want to show you our water manifold system. This is something that Sumerset houseboats popularized and makes winterizing much easier than the old way. Sliding doorway before you step up to queen size VIP stateroom. Another 12-volt fan overhead and a small television here at the foot of the bed with a hanging closet, actually 2 hanging closets. And you've got a pocket door here that connects you to your first of 2 baths. You've got a stand-up shower stall, rare tan marine head, vanity sink. This vessel has 2 80-gallon waste holding tanks, 2 80-gallon freshwater tanks. Stand-up Kenmore washer and dryer here just off the side hallway. Tiled hallway. Wood blinds throughout. And then stepping down to our second cuddy. This one has 2 twin beds. Hanging closet and dresser drawers. And there is a pocket door at the top of that staircase. Close that off for privacy. Moving back to our master stateroom. This is a private master stateroom, meaning you've got a large pocket door. It's going to close this off with the side hallway exit to the rear deck. And you've also got a sliding glass door off the master stateroom to the rear deck. King size bed. Built-in dresser. It's a 32-inch Vizio flat screen. Built-in dresser drawers in your master, king-size master suite. Storage built in to the foot of the bed. Another pocket door separates you from your master bath. Walk-in shower, another rare tin head, some storage. Large vanity. And as you can see, I've got the engine hatches raised. One more look up toward the bow, and then we'll step out the rear door. Here's our MerCruiser 5.0 liter multi-port fuel injected inboard outboard stern drive engines. Again, about 345 hours on each engine. Drive's recently serviced. That is a 20 kW Westerbeek generator. That powers your hydraulic bow and stern thrusters also. It's got about 500 hours on it. I think about 508. I'll have the exact hours listed at our website. And here's your Portside MerCruiser. We've got a pair of onboard battery chargers. We've got an engine compartment bilge heater. Halon fire suppression system. We've got a pair of 95-gallon fuel tanks and a 92-gallon fuel tank. The 92-gallon tank feeds this pump here for filling up your personal watercraft. We've got the ability to store 2 personal watercraft here where these gates are open on your swim deck. This right here would be where your electric winch plugs into. well, this is where it plugs into for power, and that's where it mounts, and that will allow you to store personal watercraft here and over here. Rails are included, they're stowed away. And we've also got a swim board and ladder here on your large swim platform, and a transom shower here on the back. You've got the ability to close this off. I like how they've done these gates here. So you can open that up if you're back here swimming, or you can close it off for some added security. There you go. Pin drops in there so you know it's locked in. Hard-sided lower railing. I'm going to leave that generator hatch raised just for the moment because I've kind of repositioned the small refrigerator back here on the rear deck. I've also got a rear storage locker. There's your winch stands right there for your personal watercraft. Powered winches. We've got central HVAC, heat pump, central air conditioning. And we're going up our spiral staircase. Dry stack generator exhaust doubles as a flagpole. Got a large Kenmore Elite stainless gas grill with a side burner. Tons of storage in it. Your tank slides out here for easy changeover. Patio furniture is included. Got a hard-sided hot tub. Gel coat was done on this boat summer of 2017. And then we've got a 42-foot fiberglass hardtop here. Your King Dome tracking satellites mounted just above the rear section. 2 patio tables, 3 ceiling fans, 4 stereo speakers. There's another Raritan under-counter ice maker. Sink in your bar here, and then this is where your dumbwaiter lifts out. This is a television mount here just overhead. Another dinette table here. And we're working our way up to our second helm on our Flybridge. Another Ritchie compass, depth finder, Raritan rudder angle indicator gauge, full engine instrumentation, VHF radio, MMC electronic shift controls. That's your side power, hydraulic thruster controls. It's got a JVC, a second JVC AM/FM CD stereo up here on our Flybridge, captain's chair, and then of course we've got the Sumerset wraparound Flybridge seating. I'm going to step over the bow here to give you just a better view of this Flybridge. Of course, we've got a remote spotlight. Also, that's just forward of your Flybridge. So that's going to start to wrap things up here at this one owner, custom built 2005 Sumerset 16 by 88 foot wide body aluminum hull houseboat for sale. Of course, you're going to want to visit our website, www.yournewboat.com, to get the full list of specifications on this one. This is a very loaded, well-equipped boat, so I may have missed something. And every once in a while, I'll make a mistake on the video tour. So what's at the website is going to be the most accurate. And that's also where you're going to find the current asking price. As you know, we don't mention those in the video tours because those often change throughout a listing. Here's, I'm getting close to the back. Here's your second power hookup. This is your 250 amp power, and then you've got a cable, TV, and a phone hookup. So you've got your option of plugging into the stern or the bow. But anyway, our website is very easy to navigate. Once you make it to www.yournewboat.com, you're going to see a button that says Find Your New Boat in the top left corner of the page. All you got to do is click that button. That's going to show you all of our inventory in order of price. And all you got to do is scroll down. This one's going to be near the top of the page, so you won't have to scroll very far. And just look for the 2005 Sumerset 16x88 WB. The WB, of course, stands for wide body. That means your cabin goes all the way to the edge. You don't have a catwalk around the exterior. Now, I know I mentioned the capstan anchor. I'm not sure if I mentioned this. Gangplank. That's for easy boarding on a beach or sometimes at a dock. Sometimes you can't get all the way up there, and it's just easier to bring people off the bow rather than through the side. There's your shore water intake. And that's going to wrap things up for the entourage here on beautiful Watauga Lake. Again, contact us through our website. You can contact us there via phone, via text, via email, whatever's easier for you. But that is where to reach us and schedule your own private viewing of this one. And thank you very much for joining us.